Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with another scrapbook process video, and today if you are joining me from the Load 520 Abbey Load event, I welcome you. I was the guest designer for day 15, and so the prompt for day 15 was loneliness, how are you connecting? And the technique prompt for today was the color blue. So I will be putting the color blue in this layout, as well as my layout focuses on how I'm connecting. So the first thing that you see me doing here is creating my background for my layout. I have taken a stencil and I am taking some modeling paste here and putting it through that stencil just to add a little bit of interest to this cloud background pattern paper. I am going to put that down in those 3 spots, and then I'm going to take my white Mr. Huey's and I'm going to just put a few splatters on the background, again just to add some interest. And with most mixed media, a lot of this will get covered up, but I did want to sort of add something to the background so it wasn't quite so flat. I do love this piece of pattern paper, and both this and most of the pattern papers and things that I use on this layout actually are all from the Vicki Boutin Kaleidoscope collection, I believe was the name. And so there you see I have my background and I have it all dry and ready to go. And there you see I have off camera, while my background was drying, I did go ahead and back this cut file, which is a globe with a floral piece on the side. I just took some scrap paper and backed that cut file. I did not do that part on camera, but I have several videos that if you're interested in that, you can always look on my channel for. Now, what I decided to do was with that rainbow piece of pattern paper, I wanted to have that peeking out on the left side of the page. I didn't want to use a huge amount of it. I just wanted to have that sort of rainbow of color off to that left side. So I just cut about a 2-inch strip, and I'm going to use that to back just that left side of my paper. I cut that cloud paper down, took off about 1 inch, and so, or a 1/2 inch give or take, and so I'm just going to put this rainbow stripe. And then because I wanted to carry that rainbow over to the other side, I am going to just cut a notch out of the pattern paper on this right side and then add that rainbow paper behind that notch, just so again I pull the rainbow across, but it's not bordering both sides of the pattern paper. So I really like that look. It's actually really intimidating at first to take a notch out of your paper because I'm always afraid I'm going to mess it up, but luckily this worked out pretty well. And I'm just going to glue this right side down, cut off the extra paper here so that I can actually mat my photo on that rainbow pattern paper again to add more of that rainbow to the layout. And so here you see my photo, and I brought my cut file back in, and so I'm going to take and mat my photo with this rainbow paper. Now my photo is a collage sort of a whole bunch of pictures that sort of are a representation of some of the ways that my family and I are getting through this time, this craziness in the world where social distancing and being at home and social, the isolation of being at home and not being able to get out and do things. And so we've had to, employ some different ways to, connect with people and family and friends, as well as church and things like that are out of the norm. And so this prompt was really fitting, especially for what's going on in the world right now. And so that is what my photo is basically showing, sort of a Zoom meeting and then different groups on Facebook that I'm a part of. And then the last one is a picture from my church. And so these are all sort of just different ways that we are learning to connect with our family and friends in different ways than we would probably have ever thought, or using that technology as a way to connect more so than we ever have. I've always used technology, but I'm using it definitely more now than I ever have before. So that is sort of the theme of this page. And then now you see that I have my clusters in place. I've tilted the globe sort of on its side because, again, we're kind of in that topsy-turvy kind of world that we're in right now where things are just a little bit crazy. And so I kind of wanted the globe to be tilted to the side because things are out of the norm. And I have a cluster there to the bottom or side of the right side of the photo, and then another cluster up to the top of that globe with the florals. My title for this one is Let's Come Together, because that is basically exactly what we are doing, in the fact that everyone in the world right now is using social distancing and is finding new ways and using technology to connect in different ways so that we don't all feel so isolated, because we are definitely all in this together. And so I have made that my title, and I'm basically here just putting some of the black thicker hearts in amongst my clusters just to pull that black, because I took that together tight as part of my title, and the black is very strong and dominant, and I felt like I needed to bring that in the other two embellishment clusters. As a finishing touch, I just went ahead and added some sequins. The still photos are coming up here, and you will see that I did add my journaling. And so guys, with that, I will catch you on the next one. And thank you to everyone who has come by to see the layout from Load, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.